Hi, this is Jane Celia Hatch, i.e. Bethesda Star, targeted shaman. This is one of my favorite walks on Cape Cod. It's lush right now with spring greenery. So different than Santa Fe. Everywhere you look here, there's green growing. There's vines. And it's one of my favorite walks, not only because it's so lush, but because there's a strong middle world energy. And by that I mean the energies of the unseen on our world, Earth, are strong here. And usually that means fairies, flower divas, flower angels, tree spirits, potentially even gnomes, leprechauns. And these are called middle world spirits. If you sense enchantment, if you sense maybe you've stepped into a portal vibrationally, you'll know that you've entered an area where middle world spirits are still in existence. And not every piece of land or every property or every walk or areas in nature have strong middle world, because there's been so many disturbances. You know, in your own homes or lawns, if you use a leaf blower or a weed whacker, or there's been negative energy of any sort, you'll disperse the middle world spirits. So, but I sense a strong middle world here, and I always feel better after I take this walk. Mornings can be hard for me because I am, as some of you know, on remote neuromonitoring, and I'm subjected to radiation attacks. And so mornings I have to do a lot of clearings and healings and taking herbs, and I have to get out in nature. I mean, that's how I've survived all these years, was nature. If some of you know my story. So we're coming out here to a little inlet. This is salt water coming in. I'm going to go back up the path. I was going to talk about power animals briefly, because one thing I also do almost every day is to call upon my power animals to heal me, you know, as well as doing very physical things like drinking distilled water, sometimes taking charcoal, kelp, which removes radiation. I work on the spiritual level because my main orientation is the spiritual world. It's where I'm the most comfortable, where I have the most power, really. And power animals, a simple explanation is they're friends on the spirit world that are close to you. And the Native American calls power animals medicine totems. The totem poles are, there's the ocean out there. I hope you can hear the birds. The Celts can call power animals their familiars. A cat can be a power animal. And they are the collective consciousness of the animal. If you have fox medicine or you have fox as your power animal, it's the collective energy of fox that you access when you call upon fox. Or it's the collective energy of wolf or horse or beaver, or even ant has a medicine. Everything was put here on the earth to help us on our journey through our lifetimes. And you don't have power animals once you're not incarnate, so it's a special gift. I wonder what that is. It's a special gift for you when you're incarnate. You're born with a power animal, usually like a baby fox or a baby wolf or a baby something. My daughter had a baby wolf. And then as you progress through life, they may change according to what you need. It's also a reflection of who you are. And you can call upon them to be closer to you. A lot of people think people worship power animals, or you're substituting it for God or Christ, and that's like saying your friend is a substitute for God or Christ. They're just energies in this lifetime to help you that God has provided, or the goddess. So you can call your power animals closer to you by simply sitting quietly, maybe lighting a candle, and asking for your loving and compassionate power animal to move in closer to you. And what I do is I ask them for healing almost every day, to pull negative energy out of my body. And I often find that that's achieved through bird, hawk. Hawk is a great hunter, and they can help remove negative energy for me. And there's a broad spectrum of animals that can be your power animal, and they don't have to be just regular. They can be so-called mythological. There's nothing new under the sun, and beings like dragon, mermaid, unicorn all existed in one form, in a form in the physical at one point or another. We didn't just dream them up. They may no longer be here because the frequency became unstable for them, but they're in other frequencies and they can be your allies. Anything that makes you feel fear or pressure is not a power animal, it's something else. So if you want to know more about power animals, which are also called, the natives call totems, the Celts can call familiars, you can go to my master's thesis on my website, BethesdaStar.com, under power animals. But the best way to learn about them is to experience them. And once you start calling them in, purposefully, because we're on a free will planet, your will is not supposed to be interfered with, you'll start to feel them, and you'll see signs. You'll either, if it's something that's in your area, like a raven or coyote or wolf, you'll see it, or you'll see it in a book if it's not, or a movie, or you'll see the word. And so they're trying to communicate with you. So you can reciprocate by, maybe having a little statue of them, or a little necklace, or it's just like honoring a friend. And we all need friends right now, and you don't have to wear a mask to be around a power animal or a tree spirit. So I encourage everybody right now to call on spiritual help, and support and love, because we're going through a huge transition right now. Lots of love.